Good evening, and welcome once again to the Varlastan Circle, a D&D 5e adventure in a homebrew setting, brought to you by Penance RPG, an actual play podcast and Twitch variety stream. You can find out more about Penance RPG at penancerpg.com or in the stream information below. I'm Lunrwolf, an occasional variety streamer and creator of the Varlastan setting. I'll be guiding our cast through the trials that await them this evening, starting with Aria.
So I'm Dragon. I'm playing Aria, who is an Aasimar ranger. So I usually start by saying Aria's emotional state at the end of the last session. But she's kind of confused and kind of beyond feeling emotions right now. We've just got a breather from a fight, and there's creepy things, and no one quite knows what's going on. So, determined? Confused, maybe? Probably confused.
Well,
Although that seems to have been the theme of the last couple of sessions, is lots of confusion.
Indeed there is. We'll see how we go on. And Jack?
Hi, I'm Amy. I play Jack Herring, our happy-go-lucky rock gnome thief. Yeah, Jack's a little concerned about Silic. He wants to make sure that Silic's okay because we've had to leave him in an alley, covered up. So he's just hoping to get back together okay, as long as we're jumping through and we end up on the right side.
Always a danger. And Mal?
Yes, I'm Coakley. I play Malixire, the Tiefling Divine Soul Sorcerer, the Artillery Twink. And yeah, we are... I think the best way to describe it is stuck in a shed in emotion. Like it certainly is a vibe. Yeah, I would say that Malixire is quite concerned because he's suddenly remembering that he feels like he's forgotten something, and he's fairly certain it's got to do with leaving a meal outside with a pig for company, where we're in the middle of this massive fight. This is going to be an interesting one. Hopefully he's fine.
Well, we'll have to wait and see.
I think the pig's doing better than us right now.
Possibly. I think Mal and Arya did take some rather full force psychic blasts beforehand. So yeah, we're not in the best of shape at the moment. But I'm sure we'll soldier on.
I'm sure you will. So, Dragon, would you like to just remind us how we got to where we are?
So, we are currently in a town that was closed off from the rest of the world in a kind of bubble. On the other side of the Vale, the village is still there and is functioning normally. But on our current side of the Vale, it doesn't exist. It's like it's in a separate subspace. So we had to break in through the village on the other side, where we are wanted criminals for either crimes or heresy. Not sure which. And probably both. And then use opener to go through the Vale into this town, where Silic has been hit by a sleep spell. So we have bundled him up safely out of the way. We accidentally killed someone while trying to subdue them, and then they respawned. And the horses are upset because no one has fed them. And there's weird tentacly things.
Mhm.
And then we were fighting some tentacly things near the stables. And we're currently inside a shed. And unfortunately, I think our next thing might be to go to the big building.
I think that's
And
a
hopefully
very
not die.
accurate description. Thank you for the
Yep.
catch up. So, you're hiding in a shed, having reasonably
Currently,
recently
yes.
had to kill some people, relatively messily, in the middle of the square.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I think the first thing we should probably do is actually heal up.
Yeah, take a rest. Short rest.
Yeah. Or I could throw some healing spells, depending on how much time we have. Although I'm pretty low on spell slots.
Yeah, I was going to say, how many spell slots do you have left?
Not many. Yeah, it might be worth actually just taking the rest. Oh, we've got healing potions.
We do have
We-
healing, but do we
we
want
picked
to
up
use
a-
them right now?
How much use
I
I mean, I would rather.
low level healing potions at this point? Do you?
I mean, I'm at basically half health, so yeah, I might need to take a cure spell. I don't know how everyone else is currently doing.
I'm not half healthy yet.
I'm at about 3/4.
I'm about two.
Do you guys? Okay. To be fair, I actually. Hang on. Let me see. I have like an actual healing potion in my bag as opposed to a whatever we managed to get from this side.
I would probably
I don't know what the
suggest,
difference is going to be.
in what is, in fairness, a rare rules-based intervention, if you take a short rest, you're probably going to get away with that undiscovered, and that will allow you to spend hit dice to regain your hit point.
Oh. Yeah, that might be worth a shot then.
Since that's something you can only do during a short rest, that should probably be the thing if you've got the time to do it.
Yeah, maybe worth giving it a go.
You wouldn't normally get a short rest mid-fight, but given that we had a session break in between the times, and you're currently hiding in a shed, it's one of the few times it's reasonable to do it.
Okay, so a short rest then.
Yep.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
sensible.
Okay.
So at the end of your short rest, which we'll take as a given successfully now, you may spend one or more hit dice. For each hit die you spend, you roll your die and add your Constitution modifier, and that's how many hit points you gain. And you can do those one at a time. You don't have to choose your dice and then see what you get.
When you roll a natural 20.
If you have if your hit die is a D20 as a rock gnome, you are cheating.
No, I'm not. I know. I've hit the wrong button anyway. I was like, there goes my natural 20.
Okay, and then yeah, I'll roll some dice.
That's
Got a
fine.
6 with my +2 Constitution modifier. Don't know how I got away with that. So that's an 8. So that's 8 hit points. I'll spend another one. Why not? For 3 plus my 2 is 5. So that'll bring me up to 37. Yeah. Yeah, that should be fine. Let's be back up to full health. Hurrah!
Jolly good.
Mine's a D8.
Brings me up to 45.
Okay, I shall roll that
Roll
twice,
one.
and that gives me 11 back. That's good enough.
Yeah.
Everybody's happy. Good. What we like.
Keep the rest for if we need them.
Yep. Okay. So,
Okay.
So,
So having rested for a little bit and recovered somewhat, perhaps you need to go and kill something.
yes. That sounds
So
like a
I-
good plan.
if I remember right, I think the idea was to bust in to the barracks or guardhouse or whatever it was, and try and see if we can get rid of whatever is ringing the. I assume it's a bell that's causing the sleep effect because we always hear the bells first. So if we can remove that as a problem, then we might be doing slightly better. Depends on what's ringing the bell.
It's a gong, but yeah.
Oh,
So we need to steal
Close
somebody's
enough.
hammer.
You did kill the 2 guards that you killed at the end of the previous session were the 2 that you'd managed to lure away from the entrance to the guardhouse.
Okay.
okay.
So we should be able, in theory, we should be able to get up to the door.
Yeah. Shall we sneak our way there?
But there will be windows and things between that face towards the shed.
Mm-hmm.
Or how do you want to do this?
Feels like a bit of an overkill to use Pass Without Trace. Honestly, we could just make a run for the door. It's been quiet for 4 hours.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
They probably think that we've moved off. Maybe. Hopefully.
Unless we want to do something like you two causing a scene at the door so I can huck a fireball in through a back window.
That doesn't help us with getting to a door,
No, it doesn't.
because it should be the opposite.
Yeah.
You use the
Okay.
fireball so we can get to the door in the distraction.
But none of us want to run through fire.
On the opposite side. So they all
Yeah.
pay attention at the opposite side.
Very true.
Well, if neither of you have any good ideas, I'm just going up to the door.
Gosh,
So I'm
so
going to
sneak.
open the door of the shed quietly and carefully and see if there's any reaction.
Okay. You open the door and you see that in the space between you and the guardhouse, are a significant number of guards just looking a bit vaguely around. They don't immediately spot you. And there are 2 illithids standing there, standing in the group as well.
Mhm. Um, sneak around the other side of the shed so they don't see us.
Does a shed have more than one door?
No, I mean, like, go outside the door, go round the back of the shed.
Is the door not facing them?
I think it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. What are our AoE attacks like? Mr.
Fireball.
Fireball.
Ice Storm might be quite good. Not had a chance to use it yet. Be nice to see if I could actually kill something with it. Something that isn't fire for once. I could try and blind them, but they're psychic. Could go for Burning Hands if they're standing together. I have some options.
Well, there's a whole bunch of targets.
Yeah, let's go for a nice little Ice Storm then. So, that's a 20-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder. Each creature must make a dexterity saving throw. So I will clap my hands together and pull down the heavens.
Ooh.
It might be noisy. You did ask for, a nice solid kill.
Those certainly were not dexterity saving throws.
Dun, dun, dun.
In the interest of you not spending 10 minutes rolling dice, I'm going to worry about your rolls on your behalf, unless you strongly object.
No, I have the rules here if you would like them. So yeah, it's a 2d8 bludgeoning damage and 4d6 cold damage, which gives us a grand total of 25 damage.
That'll do. Can you roll that a second time?
Now there's a question. Again, I can and I get 27 damage.
27 damage will do nicely, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Does mean I need to do math, but that's kind of my job.
The area will also be difficult terrain until the end of my next turn.
Yep. And that's going to make life fun and interesting for everyone concerned. Those pesky hailstones thundering out of the sky.
Aye.
Okay, so having caused a minor natural disaster, would you like to give me an initiative roll for each of you?
Yeah, go on then.
Mhm.
Because they'll notice that.
I think they might,
That is an 8.
but
9.
19.
Just a little bit of a difference.
Yep.
Smidge.
I was already in my spellcasting squat, so I'm ready to go.
Apparently. Jack, what's yours?
I was 8.
Bamboozled by the sudden inclement weather, you're all faster to react than the surprised gods and illithid,
Oh, wow.
which is just as well.
Quite possibly.
Harry, you're up.
Okay. I mean, my best shot's probably shooting them with the longbow. Kind of a one at a time, but my AoE isn't great. I
Well,
do have
there's
a magic missile wand. Not sure how
You
many
do?
spell slots I have left, but
Well, a one. You don't require spell slots if it's a one.
Yeah, because it's already charged,
Yeah.
isn't it?
Yep.
okay. Okay, let's try the magic missile wand. Because that will hit 3 targets.
Hmm.
Yes, let's try that.
So would you like to use that to cast magic missile at level 1, or would you like to cast it at a higher level than that? If you use a higher level slot, it will create more darts.
I mean, does it... I mean, I can use it up to 7th level from the looks of it.
You can. If you use all 7 charges, then there is a chance that it will be destroyed.
Okay. Let's go for 3rd level.
Yeah.
Because I might well screw it up. So let's go with that.
Okay, so that will give you 5 darts.
Yes.
You can choose what they're going to strike, whether it's all the same target or several targets, and they will deal 1d4 plus 1 damage each.
I think 2 of the targets should be the illithids.
Okay.
And then 3 other guards.
Okay, so you're going to distribute them out.
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Do I roll? How do I roll for that?
Just give me a single roll. It'll average out anyway.
Do you need me to roll?
Yes, I need you to roll 1d4.
That is... Oh, 4. So they get 5 damage each.
Excellent. I'll update my list of how much pain everybody's in. Little flying darts are annoying, but if you've already taken a bit of a kick, they are quite problematic. Let's see how we continue. Jack.
Jack's gonna take aim with his vicious short bow to one of the illithids. And that
Okey-dokey.
is a 25 to hit.
That will certainly hit even an illithid.
And that is a 5 damage.
5 damage. Okie dokie. All right. So the guards will attempt to start moving towards you, but are impaired by the hailstones under their feet. And whilst they do get a bit closer, it's not particularly effective. The illithids are also going to turn towards you. And one of them is going to have the presence of mind to attempt to blast you, which is a 60-foot cone. Can you please give me intelligence saving throws?
I'd rather not.
Oh. That's an 8.
10.
And 12.
We're screwed.
Okay.
Oh, we're dead.
Well, you're not dead. Some of you are luckier than others.
Some of us might lose less marbles than others.
Just see if anybody takes catastrophic damage. Nope, that's fine. So we're going to take the easy calculations. Each of you is going to take 22 psychic damage,
Oh,
and you will be stunned for the next 10 turns.
Oh.
so it's 21 damage, did you say, or 22?
22.
22.
22. Whoa.
How much health are you left on?
I'm 21 out of 52.
Painful.
14 out of 36.
You didn't need hit points.
I got hit by it though, didn't I? At 10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, good luck with your AoE.
His problem is that the only thing that he's going to be able to do in his turn, which is right now, is save to end the stun.
Yep. What kind of save is it?
It's an intelligence saving throw.
God damn it. I'm about to check if I've got anything that'll let me re-roll. Oh, I
I don't know why
do.
you're complaining so much. You appear to have a... Oh no, that's a 0, not a 6. Gonna say, I thought that was a +6, and I wasn't sure why you were quite so grumpy.
I rolled a 7. I get +1 for my ring, but I'm going to use Favoured of the Gods. So if I fail a saving throw, I can roll 2d4 and add it to the total.
Okay.
Let's see if that helps anything. So that brings me up to a 14. So no, it probably didn't help anything.
I'm afraid it did not. You
Oh,
remain
damn.
stunned. Harry,
The god smiled upon me and I just sort of went,
Yes.
your roll is slightly more favourable than Malak's.
13?
Not quite. You remain stunned. Jack,
Yay.
Oh, man.
I assume, Jack, that you've remembered that you get advantage on intelligence tests against magical effect.
I did not, but thank you. Now I do. So that is a 17.
That is
Yes,
17. You shake off the effect.
Oh, oh, oh.
And that is all you
drag
have
it
time
away?
to do. The guards
Oh,
move
no.
in towards you. They are not quite close enough to tangle with you toe to toe.
Oh my god.
And the two illithids move forward, looking to taste your tasty brains. They are also just outside of the necessary reach. Malak's, make an intelligence save.
18!
There we go.
Oh,
You shake off the
Ah.
effects. Just you
Ah.
you recover just in time to realise that everybody is suddenly a lot closer. Harry R.
20.
Hooray!
Non-natural, I assume.
Non-natural, yes. I was
You
getting
also
very
managed to-
stressed there.
Yep, you also managed to shake the effect off. There are an awful lot of people looking very unhappy in your general direction from close range. Jack, you can act.
Am I able to drop my bow and take my daggers out?
Certainly.
Am I also able to attack? Nearest
You
one.
can. Whether the most reasonable course of action for the rogue is to run headlong into melee without anybody to
No.
support them is a separate question.
No. No, actually, I may just keep the short bow and be like, oh shit, they're so close, and just shoot at the nearest one.
Okay.
13.
Is that a guard or an illithid you're shooting at?
Probably the illithid if it's closest. I imagine.
Okay.
Yeah, because he's just like, you look, it's a grass.
Well, you say 13?
Yes, 13.
Your arrow skites off the shoulder plate of the illithid.
I'm too freaked out that they're so close. All tentacly and gooey.
I think that's reasonable. The guards reach you. And come in with a combination. Some have swords, some have axes, an occasional mace. Nothing very thrilling. One of them stumbles over his own mace and trips at the feet of an illithid, which doesn't look very amused at being touched by such a lesser creature. One of them manages to put a decent swing out against Malakthai. The sword only just lances into you, and you take 3 points of damage.
Oh,
That in itself is merely a flesh wound, at least.
Aye.
Ari the untripped illithid reaches for you with its tentacle, but finds that it is just too far away by fractions of an inch. You can't quite feel them against your nose.
Okay.
The other illithid pauses to summarily execute the guard that tried to trip it up. Brings us conveniently back round to Malakthai.
Ugh. Okay.
You have 9 targets within 10 feet of you.
Oh, is there a way to make this fireball not kill me?
or the rest of us.
I think my best bet is going to be to back up. Use. Let me see. We all took a fair chunk of damage.
isn't it convenient that Fireball is any point you choose?
It is. How many of them can I fit into the radius without hitting any of the three of us if I were to run 30 foot away?
If you were to manage to run through all of them to 30 feet away, probably about the same number that you'd be able to do from here.
Yeah, but I don't want to be within touching range.
I'll rephrase that. None, because you'll be dead from 9 attacks of opportunity.
Yeah. Okay, I think my best bet then is going to be to cure up at least 2 of us. Who's worse for wear?
I'm at 21 out of 52. Where are you? I'm not fussed.
20 of 46.
Yeah, you need it more than I do. Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then I'm going to use a 2nd level spell slot to cast Cure Wounds on me and Arya, using 2 sorcery points, so I can cast it as a twin spell.
Okay.
Let me just mark off my sorcery points as well, so I don't forget to do that. Okay, so that should give us, with a 2nd level spell slot. Oh, there's a lot of math going on.
And how is the math?
Yes. 13 hit points plus 4, so 17 hit points each.
Goodness.
Nice.
Which brings me back up to full health. That's not a good sign.
Well, that's Captain Squishy's turn done.
Yep.
Harry, what would you like to do here?
I would like them all to disappear, but it's not really going to happen. I take it they're in close range.
They certainly are.
Very close range.
Yep.
I'm going to use... I'm going to attack an Illithid with Opener.
Okay.
And hope that it works.
There is one conveniently immediately in front of your face.
19 to hit.
Certainly is a hit.
With 4 damage. But because I'm using Opener and not the longbow, I can attack again.
Yep. And also your notes are wrong on Opener's abilities. Do your second roll and I'll tell you your additional damage in a second.
Okay, that was 19 again.
Yep.
And rolled 1 again. Really? Completely duplicated?
That's impressive.
That's annoying, is what it is.
Mm. Okay, I've double checked the numbers, and no, your notes are actually correct for Bailios Opener. Okay, so that was a total of, I think, 9?
Yes.
You've stabbed the illithid sufficiently for it to be unimpressed with you, but it's not really a great deal of damage that you can tell having put out. Jack,
Fair.
what would you like
Yeah.
to do?
Jack's gonna swap to short sword and stab the illithid is still on the floor, isn't it? Or has it gotten up now?
No, neither illithid was on the floor.
Oh,
There's the one right next to you, and there's the one that nearly got tripped up a bit further back.
oh, okay. Then I shall aim for them. And that is an 8.
That's not getting you anywhere.
No.
And you don't get to attack twice, I'm afraid.
Nope.
Which brings us back to the guards, who are struggling to get in close enough to you to actually strike at you because of the close confine. But there's a bit of a swirl and a bit of a push, and a couple of them are even getting in range. Harry R.
Yes.
A sword sneaks up on you past the illithid, but only catches you a tiniest glancing blow. You take 1 point of damage. Malakthaya, you are slightly less fortunate. The axe doesn't come from the direction you were expecting, and bites into you for 5 points of damage.
I am going to use my reaction to cast Hellish Rebuke and set that son of a bitch on fire.
That's very petty of you, but I approve. Go ahead.
Okay.
Miles
How
had
much-
enough.
How much fire is he in?
That's what I'm about to find out. He needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
That's not cutting it.
Oh, good, because that might be 2d10 damage. Let's see how much I can push out of that. 6. Better than nothing.
Well, you rebuke an already wounded guard, and it is sufficient to turn him into a pillar of ash in one fell swoop.
Good. Nice screaming spit of fire.
The illithid that is trying to eat Aria's face manages to hit with its tentacles this time. Which is going to deal psychic damage. That's 18 points of psychic damage. And you need to make an intelligence saving throw.
Ouch. Oh no.
Oh no.
Natural one?
Oh no.
Fortunately, no worse for you than a natural 2. But not a save.
Oh. No.
Okay. You are grappled by the tentacles, and you are stunned as a result. Malakthar.
really wishing I could fireball, but
I still don't know why you
instead
think
of-
you can't fireball. Just say it.
well, because Arya's literally being cuddled at the moment. We're in a shed.
They'll get rid of most of them.
It would get rid of you as well.
That's why you're clever with distance.
Don't cast fireball on yourself. That's always a good rule.
I do have resistance to fire, though. So, it'd be fine for me, maybe. No, I feel like we should probably focus up on the one that's about to eat Arya, rather than trying to
Okay.
get rid of everyone else. No, you know what? I think I might need to just actually try and get rid of everyone else. And hopefully Jack can
Duck.
do a tiny little rugby tackle to get the other one off of Arya.
Yep.
Yeah, what would I need to do to get in a position to fireball the most amount of people? I think...
Stand still. That's all
Okay.
you need to do. That's all you needed to do at any point. Fireball. You,
Cast it at a distance.
exactly
Yeah.
what the spell says. You cast it at any point in range.
That is true. Then yes. Time for a fireball.
Okay. So you're presumably going to cast it at a point that you estimate is 20 feet directly in front of you.
Yep. Never was that good at math.
Well, given your concern about your goodness at math, would you like to give me an intelligence check?
Four.
On the plus side, going to 0 hit points from fire damage is infinitely preferable to having your brain eaten by an illithid. Because one of
Yes.
those is a salvageable situation. So,
That is true.
Yes.
the bad news is you fucked up your range.
So am I on 4?
It might be on fire, never mind on 4.
So it's
Okay.
a dexterity saving throw.
I'm
For every-
stunned.
As
Yeah.
Arya is stunned, Arya is unable to attempt a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
However, Arya also has a demonic shield or aberration-y shield, in that there is an illithid between Arya and the point of explosion.
Yeah.
Yay!
Okay, then how do they deal with 29 points of fire damage?
29 points of fire damage is pretty good going. That is going to clear the field almost completely. Arya, you take 15. Because the fire does go around corners
Mm-hmm.
and around illithids.
Mm-hmm.
Malixire, did you make a dexterity saving throw?
I did not.
How do
And I got-
you deal with 29
got-
points?
I got a 3 for my dexterity saving throw.
But you do have resistance to fire, as you pointed out a little bit.
I do. So I take half damage, which is still 15. So I'm down to 6 hit points. Oh, Jesus.
And Jack, would you also make a dexterity save, please?
That's a natural one with my +3.
So you take a full 29, I'm afraid.
Oh, I'm dead.
Jack on 0 hit points.
That's minus 8 hit points.
Oh, God.
Well, the good news from your point of view, Jack, is that 0 is the bottom of that range for most purposes. Somebody's going to need to do something about that.
I'm just gonna fall over.
That seems very reasonable. So the illithid that is further back that Jack attacked is charred and smoking, but still standing. Everything else on the field, unfortunately, including Jack, is now on the floor. Ari, make me an intelligence save. Oh no, I apologize. Do not make me an intelligence save. You are only stunned for the duration of the grapple.
Okay.
Which means that you regain your senses and start patting yourself down to put out the fire. But it does mean you get to act.
Oh.
Given that I'm on 2 hit points, I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself.
Smart plan.
That seems reasonable.
Because I don't think I have health potions on me. So I'm going to cast Cure Wounds.
Yep.
Because
Get some hit
ouch.
points back.
Well,
I
it
assume
doubled.
you've regained like 1, haven't you?
2.
Good spell.
Hang on. Whenever you... Oh, sorry. I do have Empowered Healing. Whenever you or an ally within 5 feet rolls dice to determine the number of hit points a spell recovers, spend 1 SP to reroll any number of them. So...
Is it worth it for just 1 die? Depends how many sorcerer points you have.
4. So I can spare 1. Go for it.
3.
Better
It's
than
an
nothing.
extra 1. I'll take
That-
it.
Yep. All
I'm
count.
no longer about to collapse.
Yep.
Yeah.
I still am, but that's a whole different problem.
Ari has the
Okay.
ability to dodge, though.
True.
Jack, make me a death save.
Oh, what dice is that?
As a D20.
It
Just a
is
D20.
a straight D20 roll.
That's an 11.
That is a success. Keep a
Hooray!
note. If you reach 3 successes before you reach 3 failures, you stabilize.
Okay.
If you reach 3 failures before you reach 3 successes, you're dead.
Yeah.
No pressure.
No pressure at all.
Criticals work as 2 results in their direction.
Okay.
Just so you know. Okay, there are no surviving guards. 1 surviving illithid, which briefly contemplates just eating Jack's brain as a convenient and minor snack immediately at its feet. It decides that it's more likely to die doing that and comes towards you. Malexire. The slightest brush of a tentacle against your cheek doesn't manage to make contact with you sufficient for it to try to eat your brain. So that's good. It would be hungry afterwards.
Yeah, probably.
and it is your turn to act.
Okay. Well, if he's right in my face,
He most certainly is.
then it's I probably can't get past him to stabilize Jack.
Nope.
So might be time to just go all out. I've already set us on fire once. I'm going to go for Burning Hands, not Fireball. Upcast with a 3rd level spell slot, which is a nice little cone that I can at least try and blast out the door or into a wall, rather than anyone else.
You should at least be able to not burn Jack some more.
Not cook my corpse.
That's good. So that is another dexterity saving throw from our Illithid.
And it actually succeeds in that saving throw.
Then he takes 9 points of damage.
Oh, he's a little bit scorched. This is a very, very unwell-looking Illithid, but it's still standing. Its tentacles are still waving in your direction. Harry,
How far away is that Illithid from me?
a little over 5 feet.
Okay.
You would need to move a smidgen to hit it, but you can't get past it.
Okay, I'm going to use the short sword this time.
Okay.
On the basis of it, I don't want to get close enough to use opener. Basically.
They are nominally the same distance. But I understand your logic.
I'd say that's
traumatized after all of this.
Yeah. It's good. A poke.
May not be much further away, but if Aria survives this, she's going to be having nightmares for years.
That's what psychic damage does, yeah.
13.
A 13 does not hit. Your sword catches on a piece of what remains of its armor and is blocked by the metal.
I shall pull back and try again. Why does this keep giving me the same numbers?
Oh no.
So needless to say, that was another 13.
It's unlucky for some.
It likes giving repeat numbers.
Mainly
I'm not
Malak.
Aye.
Jack, would you like to give me a death save, please?
That's a fail.
A fail or a crit fail?
That's a 1.
A 1. Okay, so you have 2 failures and 1 success. It would be preferable for you to not have to make another death save.
It would be.
Illithid is going to botch horrendously its attempt to eat Malak's brain, despite him being right there.
Just grabbing tentacles. No!
Please don't eat the rogue. Please.
The tentacles of the Illithid give your cloak an alarming amount of stroking, but manage not to latch onto your skull.
I was about to say, my hairdo's going to be messed up after this. I don't think I've got hair after the fireball incident.
None worth saving.
No.
Brings us back to Malakshire, who's being caressed by tentacles.
Oh god.
I've had dreams like this, but they generally ended better. It might be time to pull out Old Reliable and go for some firebolts straight in the face.
Seems reasonable to me.
So that is a 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
Hurrah! And then, oh,
2d10.
2d10.
Don't fuck it
13.
up. 13 is enough. Your bolt
Oh,
of flame ignites the illithid's remaining clothes. It falls gurgling at your feet and goes silent. Harry, would you care to act?
Can I help Jack?
I strongly advise it.
mhm.
Go and,
That's what I
go and
thought.
touch Jack with a cure wounds, for goodness sake.
At second level. For 14.
That's quite
Oh.
good. There you go, Jack. You stabilize. You regained 14 hit points. You managed to not go into the light, but it was close there for a moment.
It was very close. It's very strange doing it on the app, I will say. Slowly figuring out. There we go. 14 hit points. Yeah, breathe. Ah. Did we get him?
You see, everyone is singed. Malixar sitting in a corner crying.
He's alive! Thank God he's alive! I didn't burn him to death.
Ugh.
Jack, meanwhile, is none the wiser. He's just like, okay. We good?
About, yeah. We're good.
Someone had a barbecue?
Yeah. We did.
I don't think we want to eat any of it though.
No. Thirsty though.
I bet it does smell like calamari. Well, that sucked. Ugh.
I think I just need to lie down for a little bit. Just to shut my eyes a bit.
What's he
No, I
going
think we
to
need
do?
to kill it after a near-death experience. So, we were trying to get out the door.
That went well.
I mean,
On the plus side,
you succeeded in that eventually, because now there isn't a door. Or much
Indeed.
of a shed.
nope.
Uh-huh. Okay, which of us looks the least fucked?
In
Probably
what
Jack.
sense?
Probably Jack.
Which of
Yeah.
us is the least distinctive as well?
I mean, I'm red.
That's not going to help. Jack's
No.
probably the least distinctive as well.
Mm.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to suggest that one of us goes through the veil, gets some supplies, preferably including healing potions, and then comes back.
I mean, we do have healing potions. We could at least try them.
I assumed if we did actually have them, we would have been, using them while nearly dying. Because I don't have any.
I think we picked them up when
When you were
on our solo
Okay.
adventure.
So one of you
I
should
can
have
use-
them
I
in
can
your
give you-
inventory then.
Oh, I think they're in Selic's bag.
They might be, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, like I said, someone's going through to the other side.
yeah.
Jack, do you know how to open and close the veil with opener?
I've watched you do it a few times.
I mean,
I
it's
don't know myself.
mostly hand opener
I
over.
can try.
Try it here.
Okay. Cut open the veil. Poke my head through. Come back out. Close it up. Like that?
Yes.
Basically? Okay.
Yes. Right. Here's some gold.
Okay.
Find us some healing potions, please.
Some good
Will
ones.
do.
Thank you.
Well, if you don't have any potions, you just want me to get some medicinal herbs or bandages?
Yeah, that would probably be sensible.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'll go. Okay.
An
I'll go do
ointment for burns.
that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Although speaking about medicinal herbs, I think Malik's going to look in his pouch and see what he's got. A couple of little ratty joints that are half burnt. It's the best way to heal psychic damage, I swear. Just light one
Okay.
off the corpse of the illicit next to his.
Okay, so Jack, you're going to open the veil again and then step through.
Yep.
Close it behind you, I hope.
Yes. We're not letting anybody.
Let's not
wander
have any
through.
small children run through and
Yeah.
get lost or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which
Mom
does
said
beg,
always close the door.
which does beg the question of what Mal and Arya are going to do, because we're currently standing in a crater.
Try not to fall over, I think, is probably the plan.
Try not to die while I'm away.
Pretty much.
Can we hide under some rubble? Just not move for a while.
I'd get out of the crater and find a tree to sit under. If I were you two.
Okay, Jack, let's do your quick shopping trip.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try and find the nearest apothecary I can.
That's fine. It's a big enough town that there are a couple of likely options, and it's still early enough in the day that you're able to get into one of the apothecary shops without any problem. They look at you very oddly when you mention healing potions, but they're very happy to sell you a big pile of bandages, ointment, etc.
I've just got to mutter to myself about my stupid cousin and his stupid alchemy and burnt through my books. Stupid brother. Just gonna be really grumpy about it.
They relieve you of 10 gold for the privilege of all of the supplies, but you will be coming back with more than enough supplies to deal with the current problem, and a little bit to help afterwards as well.
Thanks very much. Sorry for the trouble. Family. Turtle.
Okay. And then I assume you're going to go back to whichever quiet corner you managed to sneak through in the first place, and jump back across.
Hello. I'm back. Zip up the hole in the wall.
Hello.
They charged me 10 gold, which I thought was pretty okay for what I got. Got some bandages, got some potions. I'm just gonna dish them out. Right, who's worse?
Me.
Yeah.
Alright, Mal.
Oh,
Like I said, I do have a single potion of healing.
I think you need to take that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm gonna take. You should definitely take that.
So I think that's 2d6, is that right? Or is it 2d8? I can't remember for potions.
D6.
D6. For a total of 6 hit points. That's good. That brings me up to 12.
Remember, you have the thing with the sorcery points.
I only have 3 sorcery points, and I might need to use them to get myself another spell slot. So,
Right. Yeah. Fair.
Yeah.
yep. Keeping that in my back pocket.
Okay.
Okay, I think it's time to lather ourselves up with burn cream
Yeah.
and bandages.
Yep.
Yep. Does anyone have medicine? As a
Medicine
skill?
doesn't make a great deal of difference.
Oh, does it
Yeah.
not? Okay.
Medicine allows you to diagnose illnesses and to stabilize someone who is currently dying without requiring any additional equipment.
Okay.
My
My diagnosis? Fucked.
I mean, we've survived.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Worse.
We live. We're just a bit beat up. We're just very beaten up right now.
Yeah.
So, for each 5 minutes you want to spend doing bandages and ointment, the person on whom you are applying bandages and ointment will heal 4 hit points.
Okay.
But be mindful of the fact that you're in the open and there isn't really any cover now because you burnt it.
Yeah. 5 minutes each?
Yep, I
Yeah.
think so.
Yeah. Everybody gets 4 hit points. That'll
Okay.
have to.
Hey, that nearly doubles my hit points. I'm happy with that.
I mean, I'm sure you're not all completely out of spells.
I have 2 first level spell slots left.
I have a third. I have, 1/3, 2 seconds, and 2 firsts. But I'm the one who has to be throwing around fireballs and shit, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I could cast Cure Wounds twice on first level. So what are people on at the moment?
I'm on 18 at the moment.
16 out of 36.
Fuck the pair of yous, I'm keeping them for myself.
That's
I
fine.
think, I think
I'm
that's.
on 9.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
that's
can
more
use-
than
Yep.
fine.
So
Yeah, when you said that's doubled my health, I was like, you're not even above 10.
nope, I was on 5.
Yep.
Yep.
Okay, so the first one got me 5.
Hmm?
And the second one gets me. Ooh, another 5. Excellent.
Hey, look at that.
Nice.
So between that and the burn cream, I'm able to walk again. Oh, that was so scrappy.
Oh,
Josh is thinking it's like we literally didn't even walk 10 feet from the door.
no, we opened the door.
Yeah.
That was it. It's all the progress we've made.
Oh.
Now, you realise that in all of the noise and all of the running around immediately afterwards, you didn't hear the gong sound.
Oh no, we didn't.
Oh, that's-
Ooh.
It didn't go off, so it didn't have a sleep thing. So did we just? We may have taken out the ringer.
I mean, we can go and have a look.
We get scramble to the top of the crater.
Yeah.
Peer over the edge.
It feels like we just got shelled in a trench.
Yeah, it does.
I'm meant to
Friendly
be the
fire's a
artillery.
I
Yeah.
mean, it
You're
is.
supposed to
aye.
throw the artillery to them, not to us. Not that I know anything about it right now, but no.
So, yes. Okay,
does the
so if
street
we
look?
peek over the top of the crater. What do we see beyond the destruction?
There's a perfectly nice looking guardhouse right next to you.
I take it there's no one standing in between us and it anymore.
There very much is not.
Excellent.
Do you think we can just walk up to it now?
I mean, that hurt a bit, but
Yeah.
we did achieve the objective.
We did.
Yeah, we did. We did clear the road.
Yep.
And, we might even be able to bar ourselves in there if we need more time to recover.
Yes.
I'm more worried about what else might also be in there.
Well, hopefully all the guards were all out in the street, and there's not. They'd abandoned it, or if there is, there's not that many. And they were kind of all over the place,
Yeah.
so they might be easier to take down. I say we go in and we go in as quick and silent as we can and see how it is from the door.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's not like there's much point in being sneaky.
Nah, we're just quick as possible.
Yeah.
Hobbling down the street, helping each other as we go.
Grabbing some rubble as a crutch.
Okay. As you get to the guardhouse, you see that the door stands open.
Okay.
Okay.
Could be a good sign. Yeah. I think we'll at least take a few steps inside.
Explore this first room anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. In this room, there is signs of people having moved in a hurry. There's some half-eaten food. There's some overturned chairs. It doesn't look like a struggle. It looks like a rush. The food is badly decayed. There are stairs in the far corner of the room that will lead you upstairs. There's also a door beside them, which is shut.
Do we go up or do we go to the side?
Check this entire floor first.
Yeah, I think the side first.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay. As you examine the door, it looks very much like it's effectively the little prison. You can hear movement on the other side of the door, but it's dark in there, so you don't know who or what that might be.
There's got to be a lantern nearby. Jack's gonna look for a lantern, despite the fact he has dark vision. He'd peer in.
Fine. There are lanterns sat around. You'll need to find some way to light it, but you've got the makings on about your person to do that.
Am I the only
Light-
one? I'm not the only one with dark vision.
I
No.
have it, but
I have it.
Oh no, we all have it. Although we don't need a torch then.
No.
The person inside might need a light, or might object to one.
Go on, Jack. Peer in.
Alright. Well, come on, let's go then. I'll have a look in. Hello?
Who is there?
My
Be
name's
quiet.
Jack.
They'll hear you. They'll hear you, and they'll eat you, and then you'll stand up again.
Ooh.
I don't think there's anyone around to hear.
We did deal with a few of them. Do you know how many there are?
I don't know. I only know horses.
Are you
Oh.
a stable master?
Yes, but I've been in here for days.
Will we take him out, or will we?
yes,
Yeah.
Aria
Alright.
will open the door because the horses did say they've been hungry.
This
Yeah.
man's probably starving as well.
But be careful just in case he's lying to us.
He stumbles out. You know, he was clearly pretty much just thrown in there, and they shut the door and forgot about him.
Oh, I'm gonna go find him some food.
That isn't rotting.
Yeah.
I mean, we should have some rations.
Yeah,
with
we've
us.
got some stuff.
Yeah. Have a
Oh
sandwich.
man, yeah, I've got sandwiches. Do you want a sandwich? Do you want some bacon?
Yes, please.
Come on, man, you should come and sit down.
Sit down, and he basically just eats anything you offer him.
Yeah, I'm gonna give him some water as well. Yeah, you drink that up. You tell us what's all been going down. What happened?
I don't know. It sounded like there were people being strange, and I paid it no mind. And then two of the boys I even knew from the guardhouse came and just picked me up and carried me off and put me in here. They didn't speak to me. They didn't look at me. They just picked me up and moved me, like I was a barrel of potatoes.
Oh, that's
It-
not very nice.
It wasn't. It was them, but it wasn't really them. The weird
Yes.
creatures with the tentacles controlled them.
Yes, and they got eaten and they stood up again, and then they were bad. I know, but I knew these boys.
Yeah.
That must have been very painful?
I haven't had much else to think about for the last few days.
Yeah. So we've taken down some of those beings, the illithids. And the gong hasn't sounded since we did. So there's a chance we might have got all of them.
What's gone?
Oh.
Did you not hear a loud clanging noise every so often?
No.
How are you awake?
I haven't had much to do but sleep. I have plenty of time to be awake now.
Did you hear a particularly large explosion about 5 minutes ago?
Perhaps a little longer ago than that, but yes, I think that was what woke me up.
Okay.
That's a good start.
That would be about the same timing as those Ithalids died. Could we have broken the spell on the town?
Oh, we should maybe check around some of the houses then. See some of the other villagers have returned to normal.
Maybe worth a shot. I think first we should try and loot anything we can out of this guardhouse.
Oh yeah.
All the
Definitely
supplies.
that first. Yeah.
I mean, I'd take some healing potions, but they're gonna need to recruit and refurnish a guard.
Yeah.
Doesn't sound
Yeah.
like any of the guards have survived.
Yeah. I mean, we'll check upstairs in case there's anything worth our time, but yeah, I think after that we might just need to start going out and seeing what's happening out in the town.
Find Silic again.
Yeah.
Make sure they're okay. Silic might be walking about.
Might be. Okay.
What are you going to do next?
Probably check upstairs.
Check upstairs, but I think one of them needs to keep an eye on the stable keeper.
Yeah, Jack will stay with them and
Because
keep persuading them to eat and stuff.
Yeah.
you're so sweet. You're persuading him to eat, and I'm like, I'm keeping an eye on him in case it's an act.
It's Jack. It's Jack though.
I know.
So you just have another sandwich there. Do you want? I might have some eggs in here. I maybe bake some eggs for you. Do you want some eggs?
Then Mal and Arya can do a quick sweep of upstairs.
Yes.
Okay. Jack, did you give opener back to Aria?
I did not.
Okay. That's fine, I'm just checking.
Your
sensible.
face.
It's probably sensible to keep it on you. Arya is very suspicious of this stable keeper right now.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Mel and Aria, you go upstairs. The stairs are perfectly good. Nothing wrong with them. The door to the upstairs room stands open. And you can pretty much immediately see into the room as you come up the stairs. It's not set back at all. Inside the room, you can see a crumpled figure on the floor with a little golden hammer just next to their hand.
Gong Boy.
But you can't see anything else particularly from where you are.
But it was a controlled person rather than an Ithil.
Yeah.
Okay. That could still work out just fine for timing and things.
Yeah, I think we're going to have a proper look in the room.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything you want to particularly look at?
I'm going to grab that hammer.
You're going to grab it with your
Okay.
bare skin?
Would you like to give me a Constitution saving throw?
I
Again,
tried.
I'd rather not, but I've already said I would, so...
Yep. You do at least have advantage on that.
I do. Well, that may be handy, because I would have got an 11, so let's...
Now you can roll a 1.
21?
21's probably better than 11. As you reach for the hammer, you feel a searing pain in your fingertips, and it skitters away from you across the floor. Take 3 points
Ooh.
of damage. And don't do that again.
Huh.
Ooh.
Pick up cursed objects. Yay!
Could be better. It could be shoes of infinite dancing.
Dear.
Okay. Well, that's definitely not great. Huh. We can't just leave that lying around, though, can we?
No.
Arya grabs some fabric and places the fabric round it and then picks up the fabric with it.
Okay, so you're touching only the fabric and
Yes.
not it even through the fabric.
Mm-hmm.
That works. It's a little bit joggly in the fabric. If you move and it would swing slightly closer to you, it joggles away from you.
Okay.
Other than that and the crumpled figure, there isn't really anything else interesting at all in the room. There's certainly no sign of a gong.
The fact the hammer wriggled its way out of your hand kind of implies that you might not need an actual gong. I could easily see a magical effect of some description where you just swing the hammer and it creates a loud noise that puts people to sleep. But either way, we should probably try and identify whatever this is. As long as we don't put it in a bag of holding and lose the bag of holding, then we should be good. Right?
I mean,
that.
it solved a problem.
It did. At some cost. Okay, then yeah, I think we'll head back down. And...
Yep. I do like it when I don't have to teach the same lesson twice.
You say that, I'm never going to stop trying to touch cursed objects, one way or another.
In fairness, I think after this, Arya's going to stop trying to prevent you.
Curse me once, shame on you.
If you keep
Curse
sticking
you
your
enough
hand in the
times, you
fire...
might be Midas.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So,
let's go back downstairs And hopefully Jack's okay with the stable keeper.
I think we're just having a laugh.
Yep. No issues at all downstairs.
Good.
Other than that, the stable keeper is probably now starting to be full.
How you feeling, man?
I want to see the horses.
You want to see the horses?
Okay.
Yeah, let's go see the horses. I probably should.
Okay. The horses are still there. Nobody else in the stable. The horses are exceedingly happy to see him. And he is very happy to see them too. It's ridiculously cute.
Good.
Good. Then, yeah, maybe he should start getting them fed up. Because we're going to need those horses.
Yep.
Yep.
Maybe we should bring the stable hand with us. But,
Before we decide on anything more than feeding the horses, we need to see what's happened to the rest of the town.
yeah. Yeah. And go and see if Selic is still alive.
Yeah, that would be a good start.
Okay. Which one
Okay.
of those would you like to do first?
I suggest we head towards Silic and see if there's movement in the houses on the way.
Hmm.
Maybe knock on some doors. Harass people.
Okay. That's fine. As you head towards where you left Silic, you don't hear any movement. You might possibly see the twitch of a curtain. There's no response to you knocking on a door. But if people have been hiding for several days,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to take them a little while to decide that it's safe to come back out.
Okay.
I could make an announcement.
So could an Illithid.
Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Jim could ask Opener if he could, like, I don't know, create an image or an avatar of Balioth to come out and tell people that everything's fine. He doesn't seem like that kind of god, but you never know. I would give a little bit of...
I've
you know.
just realised we've been incredibly stupid for the last half hour.
Just the
about-
last half hour.
I mean, about one particular thing, anyway.
Okay.
We could ask Opener and see if he can connect with us.
Oh.
Oh.
Because he couldn't
that's a
before.
really good point.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Are you still
That's-
carrying the fabric with a hammer in it, Arietta?
I've probably put it in like a small pouch or something. I'm not
Okay.
holding Opener.
I know
No,
you're not.
Jack is holding.
I know you're not
I'm
currently
Jack.
holding open.
Okay. Jack's gonna just look and be like, what? What's going on? Everything good?
Pull Opener out.
Yep. Okay. Pulls it out. Everything okay, Opener?
Arietta, make me a dexterity check.
$17.
You are just fast enough to catch the pouch as it rips off your belt.
Towards or away from opener?
Away from opener.
Huh.
Okay, I'm going to walk a distance away, then try again.
Okay, that was weird. I'm gonna wait for her to walk away a bit.
We'll maybe walk in the opposite.
Yeah, we'll walk in the opposite direction a little bit. Okay, opener?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So we found an object that really doesn't seem to like you.
That happens occasionally.
Okay, I'm gonna move so we get better reception.
Yeah.
I'm gonna walk out a bit more. Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Yes.
There we go.
That's better. We can hear you a lot better now.
I am glad about that.
So
Can you see where we are?
Yes.
That's good.
awesome? Can
Has
you-
the... Oh, sorry. On you go.
No, you-
What happened?
Yeah,
One
so
at a
we're
time.
on you go, Koga.
No, I was gonna say you're the one holding the knife. On you go.
So we found an object that was the thing that was making everybody go to sleep. I don't know if you can see it or sense it.
There is a blurring around your companion. They should
Yes,
be very careful.
Yeah, it's tried its best to get away from her the closer we come with you. Um, do you know what we should do with it? How we maybe break it?
If it is an object of the third, then your most convenient method of disposal would be to incinerate it in a forge, and then destroy the forge, and salt the earth, and ensure that no creature lives there for at least 1,000 of your years. A warning sign may be appropriate.
Oh.
Okay. I was about to say that's a little bit excessive, but nope, you carried on.
It is
Okay.
faster to find a way to dispose of it into an alternate plane, as you have previously found.
So we need to banish it to the void then. Basically.
Can
Yeah?
you open portals to the void by any chance?
I cannot.
It's a shame.
Do you know where we could find something that could, or a place that, I don't know, opens a doorway?
I believe the most common location for magic users of that ability range is on the upside. I believe you designate these persons as the inner circle.
Oh.
But like, we don't wanna deal with them. Uh,
But whenever we ran away from them.
Yes, that is correct.
Ah. We can't just open a portal and ditch it on the other side in case this happens again. You said it was an artifact of the third. What is the third?
You have met his herald, or one of his heralds. This is where you lost your extra planar container.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, this guy seems like a real dick. Okay. Why would he be leaving these cursed magical items just lying around?
It is unlikely that this was just lying around. An
Then why is he
object
handing
of
them?
an object of the third would be in the possession of a creature of the third.
What is his end goal for providing these to mortal creatures then?
The objective of the third is outside of my scope to advise.
Yeah, it does make sense.
Meanwhile, Arya is standing at a distance, looking at them, wondering what the hell is taking so long.
Jack's probably notices. Mal, you're gonna need to tell her.
Yeah, you stay here with Opener. I'll
Yeah.
be message boy.
Yeah.
I'll hobble my way over. Relay all the information. 1,000 years. Melt it in a forge, burn the forge, salt the forge. This is not a place of honor. The whole deal.
Okay, is that just for the hammer, or do we need to get rid of the remains as well?
Didn't ask that. It was implied.
One sec.
Can
It
we
was
know how many
either.
people are here? Is it possible to do it here and then relocate the residents, or do we need to somehow build a forge or a mass fire somewhere?
He did also say that we could throw it into an extra dimensional space.
Can we open one of them?
We can't, but we know someone who can. The inner circle.
Well, unless you want to go back and talk to your grandfather, I would suggest not. So...
Or... Hang on a minute. You think Emil could do it? I've seen how bright that kid glows. He's got something going on.
I mean...
If we need someone powerful enough to...
I think it needs to be the right type of power, and you need to ask Opener that, not me. My
Fair
first
point.
instinct is, let's not put the child at risk of falling into an extraplanar dimension.
The
Oh,
only
shit.
innocent among us.
He's all right.
So, yeah, maybe check with Opener about that.
Okay, walk back with me, and then you can go and check on Emil, and we'll walk the other way. So as we can
We
pass
left
it.
Emil outside.
Yeah, but we still
Okay.
probably need to make sure he's okay.
We can't leave this hammer unguarded.
No,
and you
that's why
can't
I'm
ask
saying.
Opener anything
So,
if I come near it with the hammer.
well, just keep a wide berth. But you kind of head round us and go out and check on him, and then me and Jack will walk the other way to make sure we're out of fizzing range, and then we'll continue chatting.
A dance, basically.
Yeah.
A well-distanced dance.
Or you just
Walk over to
wait
to
until
Jack.
I'm away from you before speaking to Opener again?
Yeah, that also works.
Why are you complicating this?
Because someone has to go and check on Emil.
Fine. But
And the quickest, I think, would be past us. So,
probably. So I will
Yeah.
just walk past.
yeah.
And
That's
then
what
you
I was
can speak once I'm further away again.
Listen, I've taken quite a few blows to the head, explosions to the face, and, like, a lot of psychic damage. So, like, yeah, that works.
I'm overthinking this right now.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, Jack's probably having a whole dealing opener the entire, like, I think I was dead. Was I dead? I died.
Okay, I shall walk past as quickly as I can currently manage.
Keep a hold on that pouch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Presumably, I can actually get to the gates
You can indeed.
and go through them this time.
Well, the gates were always inside the barrier.
Yes.
It's not until you
Okay,
get
so I can
through
go
the
through
gate.
the gate. Can I get through the barrier?
You can get through the gates just fine. There is no barrier.
Excellent.
Excellent.
Can I see Emil and the pig? The boar.
You can hear the pig.
Excellent. I shall rush over to them.
Hello. You were gone ages.
We were, but we think we've solved the problem now, so that's good.
Good. Because I think my friend here is probably not long for kicking around.
I mean, I think that's fair enough.
So what did you do? Because it looks better now.
There were weird things from a different dimension controlling everyone's minds, and they had a barrier up that meant that the town was more in their dimension than it was here. We Mal kind of exploded everything. There was lots of fire.
That's very Mal. I've seen a lot of Mal at this point. That's very Mal.
It is very Mal. Unfortunately, they have left behind a cursed object.
Ew.
It's pretty nasty, and I'm not entirely sure how best to get rid of it yet. So I think at this point Arya turns to the boar and is just like, thank you for keeping Emil company and looking after him. You are free to tag along with us or leave, whichever you prefer.
Or just
Having
looked
to
at
speak
you a
in
bit
human.
oddly.
We did promise him food.
We did. I don't have food on me, do I?
Don't give him a bacon sandwich because he will eat it and it'll be weird.
Okay, I'll dig through my bags to see if I have any food for the boar. That's the first thing. I'm sure I'll have something. I know Jack usually has most of the food, but I'm sure I have some snacks at least. I will dig in and find something for now. and look round and hope that Jack and Mal are also coming out of the town? Or doing
Well,
something?
I think we're still having a conversation with Opener. Specifically to ask him whether or not Emil may be able to do something about the cursed object. And whether we need to burn all the bodies.
The bodies are merely bodies.
That's good.
They are no further concern. The
Good.
light child is powerful but untrained. You will need to inquire of him directly whether he may be able to access the astral plane.
Hmm. Okay. Is there some way we can shield this artifact while we're carrying it so it doesn't affect you?
Are you in possession of a significant amount of dense metal?
We've got a bag of coins.
If you are able to craft a suitable container from a dense metal, it is likely to reduce the effect of the object.
Actually, I do have a bag of ball bearings. If we can find a forge, I'm pretty sure we could make a box out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go and see if there's a blacksmith nearby.
Do we want to check the rest of the village, or I'm assuming because the barrier's gone and that everything's about
Yeah.
turn back to normal.
I would assume so. I guess we can do that on our way to find the blacksmith, but we might want to get Ariane and Emil to come with us. So yeah, we'll maybe run and grab them and explain the plan.
I'll hang back at a distance with Opener.
Yeah. Okay, then yeah, I will run up and say, right, we have two possible plans. The first one involves going and checking everyone coming together, going and checking the rest of the town, and seeing if we can find a blacksmith. We might be able to make like a box to hold the hammer so as it will not affect Opener, and so as it will hopefully not have any malign influence outside of the box. The second one involves asking Emil how he feels about being able to access the astral plane, but we'll do that once we've once we've at least contained the hammer relatively easily. Sound like a plan?
What's the astral plane?
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. We can talk about that part later.
Okay.
Yeah, then I guess we're going to go and wander through the town and see if anyone else has decided to peek their head out.
Okay. You have a bit of a wander. You don't see anyone. Again, you think you probably are seeing some curtains twitch. It's probably not just your imagination. You do find a forge, but it's cold and dark. not really surprising if everyone's been either overcome or hiding for multiple days.
Okay. What would I need to know enough about blacksmithing to melt a bunch of ball bearings and dip the hammer in it? Even if we just make it into a block. Like fill a crucible with ball bearings, melt them down, stick the hammer in, hope for the best.
I think your big challenge is time.
Is...
Time.
Oh, yeah.
As an unskilled amateur attempting blacksmithing, you're gonna be working at a significant disadvantage anyway. But also, do you have even the slightest idea how long it's going to take you to get the forge up to temperature?
No. I do have a lot of fireballs, though. But I feel like that's not going to help. So... Yeah, so either we can spend the time to try and secure this, or we can get the horses and start heading over to the town that still needs our help. Oh, maybe they've got a blacksmith. But that means we won't have opener for the duration of the journey. Unless we split up again. What's everyone's thoughts?
No, I'm good with that.
Arya?
Just make a decision and do it.
Then we should probably at least go and see if Silic is somewhere, and then start heading to the town that needs our help, I think.
Wait, did we go most of the way through the town and then just stop and not check for Silic? Really? That's where we were going to start with.
We got distracted.
He wanted to get his box made.
Okay.
Okay. You return to the alleyway in which you had concealed Silic, and you're relieved to see that Silic appears to be entirely unharmed. He's
Is he
still
still
asleep for the moment, and that is where we will leave it for tonight. So, any final thoughts from our chat?
I'm glad we all survived.
Yeah,
I was close.
very close.
Yep,
But we made it.
you got away with it, just about. Okay. I think that will suffice for now. So, thank you for joining us this evening as our cast explored Varlastan, its inhabitants, and its secret. We'd like to thank our sponsors, dndice.co.uk and Gemma Hammer & Sons Gaming, for supporting both the podcast and our other content. You should be able, with a little bit of luck, to find promotional codes for them in the chat below. You can find the Penance RPG podcast on your favourite podcast app, and we're on social media at Penance RPG. Dragon and Amy are cast members from Penance RPG, and I assist behind the scenes. All being well, the Varlastan Circle will return in 2 weeks. To see the other scheduled streams on the Penance RPG channel, please check the stream information below. Dragon, do we have a raid target for the evening?
We do not, because Nikolai's about to jump on and do some indie horror.
Ooh.
That will do nicely. If Nikolai is poised and ready to go, then we will wrap up. And if you stick around, you can check out whatever complete craziness he's come out from Steam with this week.
Yep.
So that's good night from me. That's good night from them. Good night.
Good night.
Bye.
All